Hello. Am I a bit low there? Do I need to move the camera a bit? But I'm back. Yes. Hello, welcome. The stream was indeed starting. Hello, EMP. Yeah, I forgot to ping the Discord server last week. That was something that I realised afterwards and went, oh, yeah, that's a bit late to do that now. But you know what? Here we are. There we go. So, well, whoa, there's not a lot of delay. No, there doesn't appear to be. So that's good. It might well end up just getting worse as the stream slowly goes on, but we'll have to see about that. But yeah, there's a few things actually. So it's a big exciting week today, because we've got 23W07A, and I've kind of been proven. So I heard there's new armor. There is actually new armor. Well, there's not actually new armor, but there is new armor trims, which was from a few weeks ago. I did go over that, but we can go over it again if you want. But yeah, we're back. Also, last week I realised there's a few issues with my audio that I changed something somewhere, and I don't know. I don't know if it's me moving my mic or if it's the volume maxing out, but I've changed it a bit now, so hopefully it should be a bit better. Although I'm only going to have to see after this stream because, but we'll see. But we're going to get into things, really, because it is a big, exciting one for this week. So you can see here, so this was what we went over last week, so we got all of this over here. And these are the armor trims, which will be coming. So we got these 23W04A, I believe it was, which, big feature, you know, another nice big feature coming in 1.19, so you can basically just decorate your armor a bit with different trims and whatever. You have to go. Alright, that's fine. But you can see this week, well, they've been, you know, teasing some new things over the past week. And so basically, what's happening is that if I just like, you know, I don't know, mute this. What we can see is we can they've been teasing a few updates over the last few weeks, right? You know, some new features and stuff. And guess what? It turns out that we seem to have gotten some updates. Those three main features that they showed us. So that was So that was not. Hang on. What am I thinking? Right. So the first one we saw was the archaeology. Big feature coming back. We also had then a second official announcement for the we had the second official announcement for the sniffer. So that was the second announcement, and so that was really cool, really fun. We then also had this completely out of the blue. No one knew this was happening, but the Cherry Grove biome and the wood set and all of that as well. So those are three features that would have been coming over the week. I thought, okay, they'll release it like one by one. Let me turn around for you. There they are. They all came in this one update. Now they're not fully not fully finished. No, none of them really are fully finished, but we definitely know these aren't fully finished, and they've got a few key-ish things missing from them. Like the sniffer, that one's definitely something we know that's not finished. Cherry Grove biome is a bit though. It might be finished, it might not be. We'll see what they decide to do with it. Archaeology, it's kind of like yeah, there's probably they want to improve that and try and improve that and try and add more things to it, but we'll see. But yeah, but the sniffer is the big one that we're like hasn't got anything going on. So if I basically go over the big main features, then we'll get into the proper changelog afterwards that I've conveniently written down in a book for me to listen to. So we can just turn on this music if you want. It's not working now. That's a small little change that we'll get into later, but first of all we've got the Cherry Grove biome. I don't think I can actually find one. /locate biome Cherry Grove. So there's a new biome called Cherry Grove, which is in reasonable distance, apparently. So, you know, that's something that we might not be able to see on this world, but we can go to another world, it's fine. So basically there's Cherry Grove biomes which spawn trees all like this. It spawns in the mountains, basically where the meadows used to be. So it doesn't change anything about the world, adding this new biome, but it does in fact, doesn't change anything about the world, but it does just kind of maybe replace a few biomes and where it used to be and where they used to be, and now it will be the cherry grove biome. So you've got this beautiful new tree, a few different designs, and these petals by here. So basically, you can see you've got all these sort of what they called pink petals. You can see them place them like this. If you bone meal them, they grow, and all sorts of stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Adds a little bit of white things. There's like nice little particles coming off the tree. You can see them just falling over there. Looks like they turn into the petal things. I don't actually, but that's what it appears to do. And obviously, with the new wood comes the new wood variants and all the things. So you've obviously got the new chest boat, you've got the hanging sign, as well as all the usual features: fence, doors, gates, trapdoors, planks, you know, all that kind of jazz. So you can see it all there, looking pretty nice. And people have noticed that it kind of fills out a few more of the colours in the thing. So instead of having like dyeable wood, basically what it seems like they're going for is, or people seem to have noticed, they seem to, each new like biome seems, or each new block seems to fill out a certain colour on here. Now those two are in the back, so I'm not sure, no one actually pointed them out to be here like this. However, they don't fully fit there, but they might do, I don't know, we'll see, because, well, basically, maybe next time we'll get a darker blue, and whenever we get a new tree type, we'll get a darker blue one and a green wood type. Maybe it might fill out more colours, so well, yeah, that's something cool. So I think that is definitely a better solution than to the than to the dyeable wood that people have pointed out. So yeah, that's pretty cool. There's no official announcement that's what they're doing, but that's looks like it, what they're doing. They kind of, as they add new biomes, so you got that new pink cherry wood that's over there, is just kind of goes with that pink little the pink block, pink wool or whatever. So next off we have the sniffer, and all of its, so at the moment it is very primitive. There's nothing, you can see you've got the main sniffer biome, you've actually got baby sniffers technically. So if we just do slash summon a sniffer that is, I don't know, age, we'll just do -1 or something, see if it maxes it out. Nope, that did not work. But that's a sniffer, you can see it moving around, looks pretty cool. You can see it's just up there. Just bias animation's pretty cool. It's kind of got the base feature of the mob. It's got its sort of digging animation and all that, which if we go down there in a moment we can see. But what it does for you is it digs out all of the, so this block, so it gives you the seeds, these torchflower seeds, which you then can then grow in a which you can then grow inside a, so yeah, you can then grow these seeds onto some farmland, and it'll grow into this torch flower. So we can see here we've got this torch flower. It can be placed like any other normal flower, onto dirt, onto grass, onto, you know, all that kind of stuff, and inside of flower pots as well. So that's pretty cool. It's literally just the one flower that things, and there were kind of maybe leaked images that perhaps were either early testing things, or are maybe just maybe more flowers that are coming, more ancient seeds or whatever that are coming into the game. We don't know. We don't even know if it's actually that, but there was an image that might suggest, like, because at the moment the torch flower here, it's cool, it's great, it's a nice feature, but it doesn't do anything. It's just purely decorative. Like, the sniffer as well is also missing features such as, where do you find the eggs, how do you hatch the eggs? There's nothing like sniffer eggs other than the spawn egg, obviously, which just, even like, you know, turtles have a spawn egg, oops. So it is missing a few features, and it's not impossible to say they might add a few more flowers and stuff. Maybe, we don't know. So, but yeah, we've got these cool little flowers. We've got the sniffer, which is such a cute mob. I don't know how to spawn a baby one, but, you know, we can try. You know what, let's try. Let's go into creative mode. We only have to kind of go under here. You can just see, we got a baby little sniffer. or it's called a snifflet, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's called a snifflet, which pretty cool, pretty nice. Look at it, just makes like nice little it makes little noises. But yeah, there we go. So next third and final feature. Also, these are all the main features that are coming at the end of the day. This is what is 1.20 at the end of the day. So there's no more major features, major announcements. Maybe there'll be a couple extra blocks, maybe there'll be a couple more things added to archaeology, maybe there'll be a couple more seeds added, who knows. But this is everything that is coming in 1.20. Everything major anyway, so you've got all of this stuff, which is a pretty hefty update if you think about it. So it'll be interesting actually to see, to compare against 1.19 to 1.20, considering I think it might be a relatively similar sized update, but the perception to it is so much better just because of the way they've announced it. And unfortunately, the way they've done it, I think that's going to be probably the way in the future now. As much as you want to see early artwork and all of that kind of stuff, in Minecraft Live, it's not going to happen. Unfortunately, by the looks of it, just because of how well this new approach seems to be working. So, you know, that's fine. It is actually kind of really exciting to hear about all these updates on this, so I'm fine with this approach. But here, so we have a brush, which is just a string pickaxe. I can literally show you with some string and a crafting table, if we get it. So crafting table, string. So yeah, next time you craft a string pickaxe or whatever people were crafting, it's actually in the game. It's called a brush. So we can do that. There we go. So if we just get this crafting table, whoops, we can just place it down here where we can see we can get 2 sticks and 3 things, and we'll craft ourselves a brush. So cool, people thought, and it does look like it would have incorporated copper in it, which I think, you know, we don't want to cram too many features with copper in it, but it would have been a pretty cool use for copper, because yes, they've added one new use for copper, which is the armor trims, which look pretty cool. It's still not a great feature, and yeah, I agree, you can't just cram copper into every recipe, a new thing, right? Because I feel like, yeah, if you do that, it'd be a bit... copper might have too many uses in the future, and it just wouldn't make sense. But it would have made sense on this brush. So yeah, also feathers, is that a better crafting recipe? Maybe, who knows, it's not a big deal at the end of the day, but the main feature is that we've got this suspicious sand. Now, placed normally, it will actually, it won't have anything inside of it, but you can find these in desert pyramids, or desert temples, or whatever they're properly called. I think they're actually, the biome's called, oh no, the structure is called a desert pyramid. However, I think it's officially called a desert temple, but you also find these in desert wells as well, which you can't actually locate, but you know, desert wells. So we can see here, if we just, you know, left click, we can slowly mine this out, and it'll actually save the structure, it'll actually save the progress when you stop mining it, which one of the few, if not the first block that actually does that. I know I've perhaps encountered it maybe on the bedrock or whatever, a few, I don't know if it glitches or purposeful behavior that seems like a glitch, but when you're reaching too high, and I've noticed that, you see I can't, oh I can, okay, when I go like that, it kind of, you can see it saves the progress, right? For some odd reason, and I'm not sure if that's a glitch or if that is like a purposeful, just a, you know, little thing, like mining behavior that, like, you know, just for, I don't know, just make things flow a bit better. I'm not sure, but you know what, this is the first thing that pretty much does it on purpose, and you can see here now, as we mine this, we can see we've got this prize pottery shard, and also, so you can see the sand also turns into, well, the suspicious sand just turns into normal sand, and so now we've got a prize pottery shard, which we can see when crafted in a crafting table. So if I perhaps get all of these, what we can do is we can craft a pot, a decorated pot. Now you can also use bricks as well. But you know, we'll to basically craft a blank pot. To create a decorated pot with nothing special going on, you use bricks, and you can swap those bricks out in a pattern to show which ones. So you craft them in a pattern like this, and you can use whichever ones. So you could use two pottery shards, two bricks. You could use, you know, all prize pottery shards. You could use like one of these four here, like this. Possibilities are not quite, but I want to say endless, but they're not quite. So here you can see here we've got a decorated pot. So here we can just break it using our fist. It just breaks back. But if we wanted to get all the pottery shards back, you just break it with any tool whatsoever. Now this is probably most definitely a placeholder feature at the moment. Just because why would you break it with a diamond sword or whatever, and it turns out to be a pot? But here we got just all the different pot designs, how they look on the pot. You've also got the different pottery shards and the brush. That is basically all there is to archaeology at the base level. But it does add uses and things for new structures. Well, old structures actually, not new structures. Maybe new structures. It might have archaeology. What would be cool is if we saw it in something like the jungle temple and stuff like that. Maybe you just get like a very rare thing, like because jungle temples aren't that common, but perhaps there's a like 100% chance of getting like a rare pottery shard or whatever. That would be cool. But for the moment, if we just, I don't know, I can show this off later, but we've got all of these. They've basically added a new secret room to the desert temple. And obviously, now that everyone's found this new secret room, it's not much of a secret anymore. It's like, oh, okay, it's as much as a secret as the the chest room on the desert temple, which is still pretty cool. And perhaps it is a little bit more secret than that. It's actually covered in sand, and some of that sand is suspicious sand, which you can then get to get different things. If we I don't know, we come down here, and we were to spawn a desert temple. So structure, what do? Slash help. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called to summon a thing. No, I honestly cannot remember. It was something like the fill slash advancement box bar. Give help item, kill list, locate loot. Place, it's slash place, found it. Structure, and we'll go desert well, basically. Well, no, it's not a structure, it's a, what is it, feature? Well, desert well, it's called a feature actually. And you can see here, we've got a desert well, and well, if we go back to survival, we can just see that, ooh, what's this? There's there's this suspicious sand here. So basically, what you can do is you can find this arms up pottery shard in here. This is the only pottery shard you can find, but you can also find stuff like emeralds, sticks, and like actually you can find suspicious stew. Not sure how much you want to drink that after being in the sand, but you can definitely do that. So that's a bit of an interesting one, but it's a bit of a funny one. Suspicious sand gives you suspicious stew. So, you know what, that makes sense. Not really, but, you know. What we can see here is you got pottery shard, so it's arms up is the only one that you can get from a desert well. Whilst you can get the other three from a thingy, whatever it's called. You can get it. Oh my god, I can't think. You can get the other three then from. Yeah, you can get the other three from the desert temple. My brain, there we go, I've said something. So that's pretty cool. We're also going to go slash slash XP set us to 0 levels, but 6 6 points. Oh, 6, 7 points. Okay, never mind. So we'll do 2307 levels because that is the current snapshot number, 23W07A. Like what I did there? Yeah, I know, it's very clever, isn't it? But what we can do is we can drink this suspicious stew and see what kind of suspicious effects it gives us. Blindness. Just what we wanted. There we go, we got that from the sand. Obviously that makes sense if it's blindness. Don't want to be drinking sandy soup, thank you. But what we can do is we can have a look in this book and see what we got. So jukeboxes have been changed to be at parity with bedrock. Horse breeding has been updated the realm screen. Crafting table recipe is unlocked immediately. Crossbow recipe is no longer, and campfire recipe is no longer unlocked by sticks. So those are some just changes in this snapshot, which actually this snapshot is actually coming for 1.19.4. They have said this is for 1.19.4, which is interesting. Is there going to be any features that are coming to 1.20, or are they just all coming to 1.19? No, they'll obviously be, I think, probably coming as experimental features to 1.19.4, and then they'll be released eventually in 1.20 whenever that comes. Might be looking to an earlier release, even though we've got all the features. We'll still have some snapshots with bug fixes, and probably just fleshing out some of the features a bit more, because basically we've just dumped everything they've been working on. Maybe not everything, but everything now that's coming, and then they'll be working on just making sure that just improving archaeology, adding all the sniffers functionality, maybe doing some more stuff with the cherry growth biome, adding some things. What we can see here is that if I were to turn on my sound settings, so jukeboxes have been changed to be at parity with bedrock, so it's cool that we're getting some parity things with bedrock on here rather than just bedrock getting parity with Java. But that's right, you hear that this created a roar when it started, because whenever it now emits a level 15 redstone signal when a disc has been played. So if I were to go like that, also it works with hoppers now, so you can feed in all these books into this hopper system that will then go into here. And so once the music is finished, it will then go into this hopper here, which will then go into this chest. Pretty cool. I did not realise that was a feature that was on Java, but not Bedrock, but not Java. So it's cool to have it on here as well. Now I've also been, as we can place this back. Obviously, this is from thingy. So these are all the features that were released as experimental in 1.19.3. These will be released in 1.19.4 as experimental features, I would presume. Otherwise, did the 1.20 update come in 1.19.4? That's a weird one. No, I'm pretty sure they're experimental features. But yeah, those are some changes. So the resource pack is now sorted alphanumerically. Add a new recipe crafting decorated pot for crafting the decorated pot. Obviously, added show notification fields recipes, added interaction. So this one's a big one. Added interaction entities. So this goes along very nicely with the other features of the block displays, as you can see here. We can just kind of do that. You can see that it kind of goes like that. So you can kind of transform them or whatever. That's not working again for whatever reason. It doesn't want to work. We can set that to 0, and maybe it will work. There we go. I'm not sure why it's not working. It's gone a bit weird. It was working before, and now it's not working in this snapshot. Have they bugged it? Have they changed it? I'm not entirely sure. But either way, it's not working in the same way as before. So we can see here, we've now got new interaction entities, which basically are pretty much the exact opposite of this block. So they have no, you can't see them at all unless you use unless you use hitboxes. So you can just say /summon a what is it called? An interaction there's not an interaction, so we've some interaction here. So we can see here, if we get the data on this, so we can go slash data get entity. So this entity, we can see that it has just your usual entity data. But if we were to, I don't know, say interact with it, and we were to do the same thing, you can see that it now has an attack. So we've got the last player interacted with, the timestamp, and whether it had a response or not. So basically, you can probably create a lot of custom stuff with this, so it now knows when you've interacted with it. Pretty cool, goes very nicely along with these. I'm not sure how to fully use these properly, but I know those will be a very cool feature for map making and all that kind of jazz. But yeah, experimental features, you've obviously got the sniffer mob, torchflower seeds, you've obviously got then the cherry grove biome, so you've added the cherry grove biome, added cherry blossom wood type, and added pink petals, so you got all the so what, yeah, went over those. Then archaeology added the brush, added suspicious sand, added pottery shards, and added decorated pots. So that's, yeah, nice. That is, like, reading that off now, that doesn't sound like a huge, like, doesn't sound like a lot of features. Actually, yeah, it does sound like a lot of features. It just doesn't sound like a huge snapshot. But that's because it has a lot of big features and not so many small features. Whereas these snapshots had a lot of little features and not so many big features. Well, so you got the armor troops, the big one. So looking at all this, these are all the like features. There's not much more. We might add this is basically 1.20. In a nutshell, it is just 1.20, right? So we've got bookshelves, we've got the new hanging signs, we've got the new bamboo set, maybe bundles. They are not under 1.20, but they are actually as a data pack. You can enable them, so that's something. You've got camels. We've got just some small changes here. You've got obviously some more bamboo wood stuff. Changes to the crafting inventory. You've got the armor trims, which I think is the first big system feature, really. So, then you've got the cherry grove biome, which I was actually wrong about. I said there's probably not going to be any biomes in this, which is not so great for me, but you know, well, that's fine anyway. I'm happy with what we got for 1.20. And then they introduced a new biome. And they proved me wrong. So, you know what? Fair enough. I've gotten, yeah. So it's not a big biome. It probably wasn't very hard for them to implement, really. I mean, when I say not very hard, that's obviously in comparison to other certain features, like, you know, implement, like getting all these sort of blocks and making sure it works properly and whatever, stuff like that. But by the sounds of it, it was made easier after 1.18, after they did all the stuff to the train generation, which makes it just that little bit more easier to add this kind of new biome. Then that just slots in quite nicely. You just set its field values, set what block spawns, and got your new biome. It's more complicated than that, but it seemed like it was much easier because of some of the stuff they did. Yeah, the sniffer is kind of it's in its early stages. What we can do is we can show you the sniffer mobs over here. You can see we've just got a little bit of a biome going on here, and we can see we've already got some seeds here. So if I just oh, I don't know, spawn another sniffer in here. It's getting a bit crowded, isn't it? But oh well. So you can see here, if we just wait for him, maybe he'll come to a block somewhere. Look at their little noses sniffing up. Look at that. Sniff, sniff. That is so funny. It's like it's like, oh, that's so cool. But at some point they should sit down somewhere, maybe. Or maybe I need to get a new patch of grass. If I get a new patch of grass over here, we can probably see that the sniffer, if we can get a new sniffer as well, we can see that the sniffer will want to lie down and sniff some seeds. Lie down and sniff some seeds. Sniff some seeds, please. Please, just for this showcase. I'm just gonna have to keep placing grass wherever you just keep going. Eventually, at some point, it will want to sniff some seeds. There we go. No. Yeah, there we go. Look at it. It's digging around. It's finding some seeds. And what's that? What's that? It's found for us, but some torch flower seeds. So that's the only thing they find at the moment. Pretty cute. Pretty cool. I'm not sure if it works on snifflets yet, if they actually go digging or anything. That's not something we tested, but we got the torchflower seeds. So, nice, cool. We love that. We love the sniffer. Unfortunately, there is no egg hatching shenanigans going on yet. So, unfortunately, we don't get to see that just quite yet. That'll probably come, well, that should come in a later snapshot somewhere down the line. Maybe this week, maybe next week. I'm genuinely interested to see what they do with all the snapshots in the future now, because now that they've got all the main features out, all the big features, everything they want to do, maybe there's a couple more blocks they want to add, but now they've got it all out. What are they going to do with the future snapshots? Are they just going to be bug fixes? Are they going to be a few more minor additions here and there? Are we gonna get, we normally get those final finishing touches soon-ish, but we'll see. It's an interesting one, and we can have a look, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing else to the snapshot. Pretty big one. What we can do is we can actually go onto a different world and we can check out the cherry grove biome, some desert wells and whatever. So we're going back onto here. We can see we can go to experiments. We don't want to enable bundles, but we do want to enable the 1.20 update. Bundles don't really matter. We'll go creative because that's just easiest for now. Choose on. We can just create a new blank world. So we'll have a look for the cherry grove biome and the desert temples. Don't really care about the desert wells. You can't actually search for them either, though. So. Yeah, I'll add something. I'm sorry for the quality at the moment, but we are currently loading up a world, and that's, pretty resource intensive, along with everything else that I have running at the moment. So, yeah. God, what have I done? Right, there we go. Everything's fine. It's all fine. I think it's all fine. We're all fine. It's all good. Just enable that, and we spawned in a jungle. Wow, okay. Yeah, it would be cool if we could see some archaeology with maybe gravel and some suspicious gravel in jungle temples or something. That would be a cool feature. I don't know what you might find in there. Maybe, well, yeah, like I said, maybe a special pottery shard, or just some other small features that add a little bit more to a little bit more to the jungle temple, because there isn't much going on there, unfortunately, at the moment. So we're just gonna have to see. But what we can do is we can locate a biome, cherry grove, cherry. Did I not enable 1.20 features? What? The grove? Where's the grove? What's a grove? It's not a cherry grove. What? I may have done this wrong, apparently. Let's see. What have I done? Right. This is a grove, apparently. Okay, yeah. Sure, I don't know. I don't know where the cherry grows. Have I done this wrong? Locate biome cherry. No, it's not here. I forgot to enable 1.20 features. I might have forgotten to enable it. I'm pretty sure I did, though. Yeah, no, it doesn't say any experimental features. So let's try this again, shall we? Creative, experiments, 1.20, on, done. Create new world. Yes, we know it's experimental features, and we're going to have to do this whole process again. Again, yep, that's great. yeah, what we're gonna do after this is we're gonna go on to me survival world, because I did maybe want to do the new armor trims, but seeing what's happening so far, this is proving to me my PC is not quite capable of perhaps, you know, trying to get the new armor trims or find a cherry grove just naturally in survival. We can have a go, but it's not proving to be very good. So let's try this again. Slash locate biome cherry grove. Maybe it will. There we go. It's located in cherry grove biome. Gee, that was harder than it should have been. It should not have been that hard, but apparently it didn't like it. So we can see here we've got the new cherry grove biome. So this is pretty high up. If we have a look at why are we at, I can enable F3, so we can see that we've spawned at probably about a high. Ooh, this seems to be the highest spot over here. About 103. Why 103? Maybe it's going down to its lows, perhaps down to here, maybe about 90. You can see we're on top of a mountain. Well, you can't actually see because my render distance is so low, and it's actually going down so slow. But it is on top of a mountain, basically. So this might have been where a meadow spawned before, but we can see that it's cherry grove biome. So you can just perhaps have a hop around in survival, see all these. So you can see we can get some pink petals, we can get the new cherry grove wood set. We don't need F3 anymore. We can just get this, we can craft the new blocks with it. So you've got the cherry planks, crafting table. So you've got that. What we can do is we can create some slabs, we can... what can you do with slabs? I don't know. What else can you craft? Trapdoors? That's just a crafting table. I need some more cherry grove. I need some more wood. But it's a pretty nice biome, isn't it? Like, the pink and purple looks so nice, doesn't it? It would be nice if we had maybe more on the floors, but with all these pink petals, it looks fine. And a mashup that I have seen people or someone has done, which actually doesn't look bad, is like actually changing the leaf type. So slash fill from here to 10, replace with oak leaves. Where is it? Oak leaves. There they are. Replace cherry leaves. Okay. We're gonna have to go here 10, negative 10. So you can see here that if we just do this, it doesn't look bad, does it? Right? If you just replace all of this. I'm not sure what the point that they were trying to prove in the video was, but you know, it looks nice. I mean, it looks a bit weird, but you know what? It's something. I mean, it's not a total abomination like some other mashups would be. But you can just see we go around here. So cool. We can have a look now for slash locate a structure. So we can locate the desert pyramid or desert temple, as it's better known. Maybe. There we go. So what we can do is we can... Oh, I'm sorry. We'll wait until everything's loaded and everything's fine. But what we'll do is we'll grab a brush, head into survival, and head into the new desert temple. And we'll also grab a shovel. Shovel is going to be very important, actually. If we would load, that is. Am I like so high? I'm so high up. Look at that. That is where I was up, and that was just above the trees. Anyway, this is a pretty hidden one, isn't it? Look at this. So if we were to find ourselves with a shovel and a brush, we can head into here. So, oh, look, we're on here. Oh, I guess that could possibly be a secret under here. I'm sure that would be the only secret around here. Surely it would. This sand has nothing to do with the secret at all, I'm sure of. Look at this. Oh, there's sand. What is this? What is going on over here? Oh, we can just mine this sand? Oh, okay. So there appears to be a new undiscovered room, and we can see there's a bit of suspicious sand. What's that? What's that beeping out? It's an emerald. So yeah, that's also something else that you can find in here. So we can just dig out this entire room now, slowly getting some sand. I've done this a few times before. So you can also get gunpowder, TNT, the 3 different types of wood block, not wood blocks. What are they called? 3 different types of pottery shards. That's it. And some diamonds, actually. You can actually find diamonds in here if you're really lucky. Or maybe you don't want to find diamonds, maybe you only want to find the pottery shards. Finding diamonds would be unlucky. But in most cases, finding diamonds would be a lucky find. You can see we also get a ton of sand from doing this, and oh, what's that? Is that a diamond? Oh, that is a diamond. I didn't even need to get iron tools, and I already found a diamond. I mean, you don't really need to get iron tools anymore in the modern Minecraft to get... Oh, that's... in modern Minecraft. But yeah, it mines pretty quickly under a shovel, but it doesn't mine as quick. You can see there, gone. There, not quite. I'm tapping for roughly the same amount of time. So we can then brush it. That's something else that I find. I don't quite look at it, but I realise, oh wait, this is mining much faster than normal, or much slower than normal. I'm just gonna... Oh, it must be suspicious sand. Because it's so suspicious. Yep. So I actually got really unlucky with that one. And we didn't actually find any pottery shards, which is really surprising. But what we did find was 2 emeralds, 2 gunpowder, and a diamond. So yeah, that was pretty. That wasn't the luckiest find ever, but you can see what it's like. And it's pretty cool, it's pretty exciting, because, well, you never know what's truly going to happen. But yeah, these desert temples and stuff have a new use, as well as them containing no trims, apparently. Got really unlucky with that one. Just go to spectator. But they should contain trims and stuff. Like, maybe you could get trims from doing some archaeology. I don't know. They need to add, I think, archaeology at the moment is pretty cool. But it seems like they obviously haven't given it... I'd say that they haven't fully been thinking about it over the last 2-3 years since they first announced it, right? But yeah, it is much better, much more implemented. They have probably been thinking about it for a good little while. However, there is probably more that could be done with it at the moment, and so hopefully they do more with it. But I'm happy with how it is at the moment. It's a really cool feature. And I'm sure that they can probably do a really good job with it. But yeah, it's a bit like thingy. Like, it was like originally the original point was, oh, you're meant to be careful because otherwise you could break it or whatever if you were like this. But it doesn't even matter. Like, if you shake your screen too much, you could break it. However, you can't really do that anymore. You don't have to be careful. The only amount of careful you have to be is when you're digging these things out, that you don't accidentally mine it, because I don't believe it drops if you get some suspicious sand. We can see that you can't, right, even falling 1 block will break it, right? So you can't mine under it, otherwise it'll break. You can't mine under it, otherwise it'll break, and you can't actually mine it, otherwise it won't give you anything, right? It won't give you what's inside, it won't give you, you know, or any of this kind of stuff. It'll just break. Boom, gone. So, you know, that's an interesting one. Like, it's like, oh, you don't have to be that careful, but you still have to be a little bit careful. It's like, it's pretty cool. We'll take it how it is. But if it could be made better, I mean, anything could be made better, really. Um, like, you're never going to do anything perfect. Not even, like, you know, with like, you can only get things as good as they can get. But yeah, pretty cool feature. Yeah, the 1.20 has a serious amount of thing. It would be really interesting to compare between 1.18 and 1.19 and 1.20, because they might be. I've heard people say. I feel like it's bigger, but I'm not sure if that's just because of the way they've announced it, or if it is actually slightly, by maybe a couple blocks here or there, bigger. I don't know. They've obviously kind of started to find their flow again. I think 1.16 was probably one of the best updates, right? They loved that update. They really wanted to do that update. 1.17 obviously was probably a bit hard for them, right? Because they were like, oh yeah, we can just, it'll be really cool. We really want to get this terrain generation done, and then it's like, it's taking longer than we thought it would. Didn't realize we'd have to like completely rewrite it. So they rewrote it and released it by 1.18. 1.19 was probably them trying to get back into it, not quite. They're kind of missing the mark a little bit. At 1.19, I think they're finding their footing again, really. So it's exciting to see. It's exciting to see what they will be getting done, and what futures, maybe updates could be held. We might be, well, I think we're in a new a new era of updates. Like, we had you obviously had the original set of updates, right? You had the betas, right? Those were, you know, Minecraft in, you know, those really early Minecraft, right? There's lots of new features or whatever. It doesn't really make sense. They were just trying to put into the game. Then you obviously had like probably like 13 to 16 or whatever, 1.12 or whatever, those updates, which were kind of pretty cool themed updates, lots of big new exciting features. And I think we're in a a new era now. But it's kind of like a little bit more low-key, but still very, very good features at the end of the day. And it's exciting to see. Like, I think, honestly, I don't know what kind of thing I prefer, what kind of announcements I prefer, because I really like seeing them in Minecraft Live, but also, yeah, if they are going to promise so much and then give us so little, it's a little bit disappointing. As much as I can understand why they would do it, it's like, yeah, ooh, okay. And it has built a lot more hype, I think, up for me and probably most people as well. Seeing things getting slowly released and whatever. So this is probably what the future is going to look like, at least for the next few updates, which is really cool, really exciting. But maybe this is just a one-off, and maybe maybe this is just the best update they'll ever do for the next few years, right? Who knows? I think 1.16 is like the best, well, probably one of the biggest updates, really. Really one of the best updates in recent Minecraft history, I suppose. So yeah, there's that, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually move on to. So we're actually going to do some digging. Yeah, that's right, you heard me right. We're going to be doing some more digging. Basically, I'm going to have to get a few things up, such as the server. I need to sort that. I haven't updated paper or jar as well. I haven't updated paper or jar because I was kind of late already, and I kind of had to also I was spending the last like 20 minutes or so trying to get the audio to a decent enough point, and I still can't tell if it's going to be good until after this stream. And nothing is promised, but hopefully it'll be much better than it was. So I'm sorry if it's going to lag now. But yeah, I haven't updated any of those, but it's not a big deal because it's not a big deal. It's it doesn't really matter at the moment. So yes, there we go. So we're doing some more digging on our Sky Island. Digging a big. So more digging a big hole. Continuing to dig a big hole. Yep, let's do that. So from now on, I don't really have a lot more to say. Yeah, this is basically it. Yeah, there we go. What am I doing? I want to go onto the multiplayer world, so I haven't actually touched the world since last time. There's probably a few things I wanted to do, but we'll see. If I turn the game back on, hopefully it will work. It will pick up that there is a game. There is a game right here, right in front of me, on the screen that you can ask. Aha! It is loaded down on the bottom. Where am I? It's hard to tell with an image with the camera. Anyway, we're still connecting to the server, technically. Oh, yes. Something else that I completely forgot about. Oh, God. Server. I'm connected to my own server and I've timed out. That's great. So we're just going to wait a few moments whilst the stream catches up, because it needs some time to catch up. It's missing the majority of frames, but I can't necessarily stay here because the skeletons will probably kill me, so I'm just going to move around whilst we wait. Do anything just to get away from those things. Okay. Something happening? Is it getting worse rather than better? It is getting worse rather than better, isn't it? Would it help if I moved scenes? Nope, it's still not doing great. My game is running smoothly now. If I bring down to 2 chunks for now, and we just smooth lighting. We kind of do this. It is getting better now, so that's a good sign. Are we completely better, or are we like not completely? But we're close to completely, so you know we'll continue with this. So that was a great start. Can't even see the whole of the thing from down here now. God, what are you trying to do, mate? Alright. So I need to put a ton of stuff somewhere. I'm just going to turn the chunk render distance up a bit and hope that everything's okay. Is it though? Is it really? God, smooth lighting is so good. Like, look at what it looks like without smooth lighting. It's like, Are we ready? Are we good? Are we cool? I don't know. Yes, we are. We're getting 100% of frames. That's good. We love getting 100%. Okay, now we're missing 1 frame. 3 frames? 10 frames. God, it's getting worse. I should probably stop moving around until it's kind of loaded properly. We'll see. There we go. Right. I think we're somewhere. It's fine. I'm going to continue and hope that everything is good. I always hate this swapping around moment in the stream because it's like, oh god, what are we doing? Normally like by this point I'm normally, you know, loaded in, but obviously I was late and that was a big snapshot, so I'm obviously going to take longer. Right, where is level 0? Because we kind of, well, level 0. Where am I starting to build some stuff? Okay, right. I'm not sure if I'm going to flatten some of that at the top, because it is quite high up by there, isn't it? I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what kind of happens with the Skyline, and see what makes the sense. Why did I say it like that? What makes most sense? Anyway. so there's still just black sheep roaming around. That's cool. So from this point on now, I've technically got nothing to say. I haven't. Oh, that's a creeper. I mean, technically, he has helped me out in some of that situation, but in most of it, not really. In most of that situation, that was not helpful. In some of it, maybe it was. But first order of business is to repair this pickaxe. And I don't know what I'm saying. Other than that, I don't know what I'm saying. See, I haven't prepared anything. I haven't, repaired any pickaxes, shovels. Haven't got any more food, because I got a good amount of food from last time. What has happened over this week, right? What have I done? I honestly don't know. It's been quite a fast week. It's like, oh god, we're already on Saturday. That was quick. It didn't feel like that long ago that I was last streaming, but here we are. Clips and stuff, that is a point, is that I haven't fully gotten through the clips and stuff. I've gotten the necessary stuff with the snapshots and stuff that I want to release then and there, because I kind of released the video of, ooh, is the sniffer coming? When's the sniffer coming? Hours before we got the sniffer. Yeah, like 5 hours before or something like that, right? Or even like 7 hours, something like that. It was a tight time anyway. It was less than like a day. It was less than half a day, right? So yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, I was like, oh god, that's tight. I kind of want to, because stuff like that that's gonna date the video and whatever. I want to get done before it's already outdated, and I've already clipped it, I've already uploaded it. Let's just hope that it doesn't get outdated before it's published, and it barely did. So yeah, what I originally thought was going to happen was that, it was going to be... Hang on, is there something else additional running? No, it's just this, okay. I'm just going to do a thing. Right, this might be bad, but we'll see how things go. Yeah, I originally thought that the sniffer was going to be released, I don't know, maybe this week or next week, considering we had seen it quite soon and it was on the Bedrock edition and they might be waiting until the Java edition to release it or whatever, I don't know, stuff like that. Or they would have released Archaeology first, then the sniffer in another week, and then the Cherry Grove biome, but it turns out they released it all in one snapshot. They kind of proved me right, but also said, it's probably around this date. Bit of leniency because I'm not sure. So for the most part, I was wrong, but I was close. That's what's important, because you can't truly predict anything. I mean, yeah. Well, you can probably predict most things, right? So it was funny last week I was saying, yeah, you know what, I'm probably correct. I probably said everything correctly, and all my predictions seem to be coming correct. This week it's like the exact opposite. Nope, all my predictions seem to have been wrong. Close, but wrong. It's just a funny contrast to last week, actually, so, yeah. That's the Python, that's so pretty. So, what is happening? I don't know. Oh, I didn't mean to get rid of my UI, HUD, or whatever it's called. A few of those words. Actually, just try to think about what is the difference between like UI, HUD, and all that kind of jazz. It's like, ooh, yeah, not entirely sure. Oh, because I know the difference-ish, but it's just like, there isn't much. It's like UI is, I don't know. yeah, I really don't have much more planned for this stream because it's like, oh my god, it's Saturday already. Like the week has gone so fast. It was like each individual day seemed to drag on, but now we're on Saturday. It's like, whoa, where is the week gone? It's a really interesting one actually. I mean, the way days didn't really drag on that much. I mean, some days did, some days didn't, some days just disappeared, like they never existed. But you know what? Just the usual time shenanigans going on, because the perception of time is weird. We, I mean, yeah, it is really interesting to think about like, well, yeah, it is interesting to think about the perception of time. It's like, oh, well, it's like time can go quickly, time can go slowly, but it doesn't actually always goes at the same time. But it's just because of how we perceive it, whether we're enjoying something, whether it's boring, whether it's all these different factors like change our perception of time, which is really weird. Like as soon as you start focusing on time, it's weird. Hello, McChungy. Welcome. The first time. We are just streaming Minecraft. I've just gone through the latest changes. If you want to have a look at the VOD or whatever when it eventually comes out, I think you can actually look at it on Twitch at the moment, which is an interesting thing that Twitch does, which is quite cool actually. But YouTube just automatically did it. Anyway, it's yeah, we just kind of getting some XP on our shovel here because you know what, that's what we need to do before we start to mine everything. This will be enough for now. I could do with some more on the pickaxe, but we don't need. No, we need the pickaxe. We've got a second pickaxe. I'll be your 50th follower, lad. Yeah. Thank you for the follow. I very much do appreciate it. That does actually qualify for me for one of the few. Well, I think it's one of 3 things to become something. My God, affiliate or something, which is cool if we could get that. But also it requires viewers, and that is not something that's particularly happening for me on Twitch, which is why I am also on YouTube if you want to check that out. Which does also bring me on to the fact that I have a bot, which I'm very excited to use because I have not had a chance to use it much, and it should work. Yes, that is good. Yeah, you can use my bot if you want. Yeah, it's yeah. I wasn't long ago that I recently developed that, and it was like, yes, finally it's working. It wasn't even too hard to do, and that's what I like about things. Elegant solutions are nice. But we're gonna get mining onto this, so we want to we basically flattened, what was it, this level close enough to this level here. But what we're going to do is we're going to flatten the rest of this area out first. Because what I want to do is I want to make this, oh god, the skeleton again. It's just always the skeleton. Look at him. What are you doing? Anyway, we want to flatten this, well, we want to, no, what we want to do is we want to bigger, I've got a giant sky island up here, which what I want to do is I want to make it look like it's just ripped straight out of the ground. So what I'm going to do is, now that I've placed what is pretty much the sky island, which I will make some more adjustments to later, it's something. Oh, what I also wanted to do first was not try to put myself out with gravel, because for some reason that's ended up in my hotbar, was I wanted to empty these chests over to me storage. If only I had shulker boxes or bundles or whatever, but nope. None of those items are available to me, either because they are just physically not available, or because I am still early game and have not gone to the end yet. I mean, I'm focusing a lot more on the building side of things, and then the actual, getting the best armor, or, actually beating the game or anything like that. I just want to make this world look pretty. That's my other world, is where I basically, normally it's a situation where I go first time in with things. I normally go in, ooh, let's beat the game, let's get the best armor, blah de blah, all this, that, and the other. But that's not what actually I've been doing this time, so it's quite nice to focus on building sometimes. Where do I put gravel? I don't know. I think I put it in here. Yes, I did actually put it in here. Right, let's get rid of all this spider stuff. No, that bone can be put into which chest? Into here. Yeah, we got a carrot. That's something. Sunflower goes in here. Arrows can probably go in here. Oh, we do have an axe with us. That's nice. I didn't realise we had an axe with us. Cool. We like axes. Anyway, something good. We will move on. Also, it's night time. All the villagers just sleeping in their little beds. Really, Creeper? Really? What are you doing up there? What is it? The sheep is just casually like, yep, I see nothing. And he's gone. Where did the creeper go? There he is. So we're just gonna hope. We're just gonna really pray that he doesn't fall off the wall on the other side and come and attack us. That is our hopes and praise. Look at the sheep. He's probably going towards him as well. There he is. There he is. He's coming towards us. Let's run. Because I don't want to deal with the creeper where there is more creepers everywhere. Apparently, I should run and ignore them and hope that they ignore us, but they are absolutely not doing that. Fine, I'll hit you if that's what you want. Would be really useful if I had sponges right now, but I do not, so that's not something that I possess, unfortunately. Okay, and back the other way. Hope that we avoid all those mobs again, and that they... Okay, you're just dead, I guess. You're just preventing me from moving any further, apparently. So that creeper's still there. That does make you really scared when you think you can hit it, and then you fail. But then you succeed afterwards, so... You know, like, I think I can hit him. Then I go, oh no, I've missed it. It's like, oh my god, it's going to explode. I have a shield. Would be useful to have that. God, why? Anyway, what? You know, where is the stone chest here? That's the cobblestone chest. Where is the stone chest? I will designate which chest is my stone chest. I didn't realise how many chests I filled up. Gee, okay. And I'm just filling up more. So I've got a lot of stuff. Although not a lot of everything. I've just got a lot of the one thing. So, you know, not sure if that's useful or not. I'm not sure if that shows a lot. Anyway, this sheep is just peacefully going in and out of the village because sure he can. Can I avoid that creeper? I think I can. Has he lost me? And that was an arrow that just flew straight past me. Look at my dodging skills. I just had to fail that last second, didn't I? The last shot. Just, nope. Didn't dodge that one. Right, dodge that one. Can I dodge this? No, I cannot. So, I need torches around here. Torches would be a very useful thing. But do I have torches? I don't know. I honestly do not know. We might not get any digging in at this point. We might just be We might just... Digging? Hang on. Something. Yeah, digging, something. Right, anyway, right, let's move this. Can we reach this and get all this cobblestone? Where's this iron come from? That's my question. I guess we'll probably end up moving that at a later point. In like 5-10 minutes time, depending on how long it takes for us to get back and forth because of all the mobs. He's right next to water, and look at him, he refuses to go in the water. How was he? What? It's because he was... Genuinely, he thought he was... Yeah, well, he is safe now, but... He literally didn't go into the water because he was under the shadow. But he could have put himself out of the... Oh, wow. Wow, I did not realise that was an interaction that happened. So, now I know that mobs will not put themselves out if they're in the shade. Or at least, yeah, hostile mobs, like skeletons. That is a situation. Like, they could have gone under the water, or into the water if really wanted to, but probably would pathfind it, or whatever, how you say it in the past tense, it there, if it wasn't under the, if it wasn't under something or other. I cannot speak. Anyway, all this stuff can also go into here. Boom, boom, boom. Nice, that clears up a bit more inventory space for us. And I really don't want this singular arrow. Like, come on. I do not want a singular arrow. Anyway, yeah, let's move on and try to probably get mining before I end up in an hour. Would it be good if I could actually do something in an hour's time, and not just run back and forth? Not for meaningless reasons, but for, you know, not particularly productive, just running back and forth, even if it is to do something meaningful. I mean, I still need to do it at some point, but, you know, there's probably a lot of time in between there that I'm not doing much. Such as... what? Nope, nothing in that chest, apparently. I'm just gonna try and grab all of this stuff that I can, and just put it in the right chests where I can. Okay. And back we go. Come on, swim for me. But yeah, I'm gonna do that and hope that that works. I really do like my village, the more I go through it. Sophia Lee! I didn't even realise you were here, but thank you so much for the follow. Very, very much so appreciate it. I do quite like this village. It is pretty cool. Also, am I going to be able to get over that arrow, or am I'm just gonna have to sneak past it like this and hope that I don't pick it up. You know what? I probably couldn't pick it up even if I've got arrows in my inventory anyway. Fine, I'll pick it up. After all that, I've got arrows in my inventory anyway, and so I'm gonna pick it up. Oh, that was a load of nothing. Hey there! Hello, Sophia. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I really do appreciate it. How are you? I'm fine. It's been... yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm completely prepared today, but you know what? It's cool. I'm feeling good, probably. I hope you are doing well as well. It's always... good, right. Where am I putting everything? I don't know. I've got a sugar cane and slash paper slash sugar chest. I need a second mob chest with all I'll just dump it in here. I'll sort it out later. It's fine, whatever. I will sort it out later. Yeah, let's see here. Coal, where does that go? That goes in here, technically. I really need to sort this chest out. God, I need to put these into multiple chests because I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time, running out of something. Yeah, good. Okay. Yeah, that's good. We're doing good. Everyone's doing good, apparently, so... Always wonderful to see that, right? I have no idea what I'm doing. What am I doing? I'm literally just sorting chests here, and so this is fun. I didn't even realise I had even more oak fences. Oh, they're fences, not stairs. I have an overabundance of stairs. Oh? Oh, I don't know. Where's granite? There. Where do I fit this? I'll just fit it in here, why not, for now. Why do I have rails? Where did these rails come from? That is a question. How's your stream going? It's been going good. It's we just... Well, we had checked out the new snapshot. Where was I doing that? Which has a ton of cool features. And it probably one of the biggest snapshots yet. Like 1.9 or 1.20 seems to be releasing in a few short snapshots and a few longer snapshots. So interesting to see. Anyway, I'm just gonna pop them in there. I have no better place to do that. But yeah, there we go. That's going well. Okay. So, now to make that trek back to the chests, to do that thing all over again, because that's wonderful, that's what we enjoy. Yeah, let's go. Back to those chests. I mean, do we need to keep some of that there just in case? It might be a good idea to keep some of it there. But also, I probably don't need it. I don't know. We'll keep a few things, a couple stacks of some stuff, but otherwise we'll get rid of it. So, what game you usually play usually? I do normally play Minecraft. It used to be Portal 2 for a while, and I cannot ignore this witch, can I? She's just gonna keep bottling me with poison until I die, isn't she? So now I'm slow and poisoned. For a minute 20, or minute 15 now. That's fun. Oh god. Yeah, I usually play Minecraft and stuff like that around. I used to be Portal 2 for a while until I was like, not really into this game that much anymore. But it might be a good idea to expand at some point, maybe. might be an idea. Yeah, because this is what I normally do just anyway. Oh my god, this journey is just going to become like 10 times slower because of my god slowness now. Great, they're just going to 10 times longer. That's a better word to say. Yeah, it would be good to expand at some... Well, play a few more games. I'm thinking about maybe Minecraft Legends. That's something I want to do. Although I'm not sure if that's just something I want to play in my own time. It all depends. I don't know. Depends on some stuff. Right. Let's get all this dirt in here, shall we? We can then also put this iron into this iron chest, some glowstone down into this chest, and the spider eye into there. So my favourite game is Minecraft. Yeah, mine is too. I don't really, to be honest, I've got a good few games actually, honestly. But Minecraft has been kind of the consistent one for the last few years, well, for years now. Which sounds weird to say, but you know what, it has. It is funny when Minecraft's one of the biggest long-running games. It's so simple. It's like that's probably part of the reason why it is one of the one of the best games, honestly. It proves that you don't need AAA graphics to make a good game. God, right. More stuff. We always love to get more stuff. This feels very tedious now. I've gotten to this point where it's just very tedious. Like, how many times have I run back and forth here? Honestly, this stream alone, I've no idea, but quite a few. In the last however long I've been playing this world. Did you stream as a hobby or profession? More of a hobby, really. That is something that, yeah, it is definitely more of a hobby, because actually programming is something that I wanted to do. It's more of a profession, really. But it's not something that I just... I'm not big enough to make streaming or video or whatever as a profession. Really, and I realise I do enjoy programming quite a lot. I do want to kind of bring that into my content a bit, but I don't know when. Things honestly have been a bit more complicated recently, so it's, yeah, it's more of a hobby. Long story short, it's a hobby. It is something fun. Anyway, it's something cool. I mean, ideal world would be you know, I'd probably do both. Basically, I would have streaming, and that would, I don't know, bring more of a name to myself and my programming and stuff like that. But in general, it is more, well, it is a hobby at the moment, so it's only once. Like, I'm not planning on it becoming big or anything like that. It's just, yeah, okay, if it happens, then that would be great, and I'd love that. But if it doesn't, oh well, it's not the end of the world. Can we get connected on Twitter if you don't mind? Yeah, sure. Do I have a Twitter? I do have a Twitter, but do I have a Twitter command? That's the question, though. I can actually check. Yeah, I really want to bring everything into the bot. Yeah, it should be just, I think, at GalacticKitten, because you know what? That's something, but you should be able to find it somewhere, in my descriptions and stuff. Oh, that chest is empty, isn't it? That chest is also empty. Can I reach that chest? I can't reach that chest, apparently. If we could do something. Oh yeah, this chest is still so full, right. I don't know why I have steep slate and stuff in here. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, yeah, let's cool. Oh, come on. Why am I not just ignoring this? This is like so much long, like... I got some armor from that. I don't really want that armor though, to be honest. It's not something that I need, so you know what, we're gonna continue doing some stuff. Wow, I almost got a full set of gold armor from that. Helmet, leggings, chestplate. I followed you Twitter, can you please follow me back? Yeah, not right now, I will. Well, maybe. In, I'll see after the stream, basically. If I try to, I could do it on my phone, but you know what? Yeah, we'll do it. I'll do it later. That's okay. Anywho, something. Where is my deep slate all in? Is this my deep slate? This will become my deep slate part 23 chest. Is it? Yeah, basically. Oh no, I'll put the deep slate in here. Oh, because it's deep slate, not nether stuff. That's why it's in there. That's why I have... yeah, that was... I don't know why I didn't realise that earlier. Okay. White wool, where does white wool go? I have no idea, to be honest. Okay, don't forget to follow me back. Yeah, sure. Social isn't something I really use that often, it's more something I use to check other people out, but I can certainly do so. Where... I can put a bow in there. I can also put the arrows in there. Wait, is there arrows up here? There is arrows up here. I can put them in here. Can I put bones in here? Yes, I can. That's cool. Let's put this stuff in here, because this is just my random assortments of greenery type farming-ish stuff. I guess the white wool goes in there as well. Where does sand go? Sand goes down here. God, everything's everywhere. I'm putting things in such an awkward fashion, aren't I? Copper ore, copper... Glass goes in with the sand because it's technically sand, but just smelted. So, yeah, there we go. And back again for part 20,000 of this journey, whatever. Whoop. Just get boosted by that skeleton, that's fine with me. As long as you're not hindering me, I'm happy to accept. I'm not sure if I want this on. I don't want it really, but also I feel like it's a waste to let it go to waste. Yeah, that was waste. I said waste like 2 times in that sentence. And it didn't... Yeah, there we go. Look at me, I've almost got a full set of gold stuff. I mean, it is useful to a degree, but, like, not really. I mean, it does have its uses. I don't know. I don't know stuff. Right, boom, boom. Oh, okay. That filled up my inventory, so we're gonna have to come back probably 2 more times at least, by the looks of it. Hopefully this one will be a bit shorter, because I don't have a bunch of random stuff. I notice when I have a bunch of random stuff, the process becomes a lot longer. Also, when did the creeper explode by here? Oh god, I'm gonna have to fix that up at some point. And there are 2 creepers that way. Let's not go that way. Let us not go that way at all. What? Okay, so yeah, said some stuff. God, I would hope to do some digging at some point in this stream, but I've only got 40 minutes left, really. Oh, that's not how I exactly planned to do this stream. If I had known, you know what? I'm not gonna do anything more with this now, actually. I tell you what. Okay, right, let's just pop that into there and then that into there. There we go, that works. Okay, we're not going back. We are going to start digging. Let's do this. I've been putting this off long enough now, apparently. I've not been trying to put it off, but I sure have been doing so. So, let's go. Let's do this. Do this. I've still got deep... Oh, whatever. I can't care about this. I'll just dump it in the chairs for me to deal with later. Yep. That's how it works, and that's how it's going to work. I'm going to grab a bit more wheat, actually, first, though. Just because that may or may not be an important detail. Okay. I don't need to mine all of these, but I can't be bothered to check which ones are and aren't actually ready. No, I didn't mean to open that up. Let's close that up. Right, this should be enough wheat for now. If I need more wheat, I can come back. Or if I need more bread or food or whatever, I can come back. I'm also going to just dump these seeds because I have plenty enough seeds, to be honest, and enough mob drops and stuff. Let's just put the rest... I didn't mean to pick it back up when I dropped it. Oh. I'm not sure if that helped me or hurt me. I think it did a bit of both, that shot there, so... God, I'm gonna have to... Right, creeper. Bruh, will you leave me alone? Please. How did I miss that creeper? That creeper just... Okay. Oi! You just... Did I... Wow, you managed to avoid my shots. That was very clever of you. Well, why there are so many mobs? Gee, okay. Maybe I'll never start... maybe I'll never end up doing the... I'm digging this. Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know. Okay. We got somewhere. Let's go. Oh, yeah, this is what I wanted to do over here, was to make sure I'm gonna just build in this hole. At least somewhat. And there are more mobs that are just getting in my way. It's so annoying because they're not on fire as well, so they don't keep burning and taking damage, they just keep... There's a husk! They all come all the way from the desert, just to try and kill me. Right, can we get digging now? Is that something I'm allowed to do? Or is that just something that I'm never allowed to do? Actually, I still need to do two more things first. Yeah, I really need to put torches up around here. If I get boots now, I'll have... Oh, I got leggings. And it's thundering now as well. Just perfect, isn't it? Boop. 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 Okay. Finally. I can perhaps get digging in now. Right, I don't want the water bucket here. So let's start from the top of here. And just dig, basically. I always forget, I've got quick charge on my other bow in my other world. And it's like, oh, this bow is charging very slowly. I forgot about that. This is extremely slow and dull and whatever. Right. These trees are going to have to go at some point as well. So we have finally begun digging. Let's go. That is something. That is something cool. So technically we've only got half an hour to do this, which is not a lot of time considering how much we have to do, but I wasn't expecting it to take... I wasn't expecting to get it finished this stream. I mean, I barely got it started this stream, so, you know, it's not gonna be quick. Yeah, it does definitely go quite a far away from over there. Okay, yep, I'll take that. Just die in one hit, sure. Not sure why, not sure how, but you just did, and I'll take that. Oh, let me do a thing. There we go. I mean, yeah, it's surprisingly light over in this area. So, what else is there to do now? Not much, I'm just digging. Really? Really? I just fell straight through a hole, apparently. Not that I need to tell you, because you can clearly see, unless of course you're not actually witnessing and you're just, you know, doing something. Oh, trees, logs, what? Those were not logs or trees or anything like that. Those were saplings, and actually they were to do with stuff like that, but they weren't quite right. Those words that I said were not quite right. Is there a tree in here somewhere, or has that just been linked with it? Okay, I think I must have either mined it or it's been linked with the other tree. Either way, it's gone now, maybe, who knows, probably. We'll see if the leaves persist. That's a word. It sounds quite fancy, but it's really not. It's quite a... I don't know. That's a word that, you know what, is... sounds fancy, but is kinda... but isn't really, so... yeah. Yeah, let's just move on from that conversation, because I'm not sure what I'm saying anymore. That's always a good indicator to... oh, it's okay. Just stood there like, I'm gonna watch you get blown up. Yep. And I'm gonna try and block you. Look at him controlling that space up there that I want to be in. I'm going to lower him down to the flat ground where it might be a bit easier. Did that just go through him or bounce off him or something? Because if that did, that's... bruh. Bruh, I swear. I swear I should have gotten that right. Is that... oh, there's another log by here, that's great. Let's just destroy that. I am kind of... scared, not really. I don't know what, I can't remember the word is. Cautious that of mining all these trees, just because it's like, I don't want to mine all of them, but like they're kind of in the way, and I'm gonna end up having to mine them anyway, and I might end up replanting them on top of the Sky Island instead. I don't know. I need to start to do some terraforming on the Sky Island and like actually build some mountains. I probably wouldn't call it a mountain, but some hills and stuff. I mean, hill might be even a bit of a stretch, but you know, I don't know a better word for it. Texture, we'll just terraform it, sure, why not? Yeah, that's the thing. Alright, anyway, let's get going, shall we? Or something. Maybe. I don't know. Whoop. I swear that mushroom tree is like half destroyed, but I can't tell why. Did it accidentally get destroyed by someone, or did it just get... just the terrain just... I don't know, that's weird. Why didn't I pick that up? I did pick it up. Huh, I didn't think I picked that up. That's the second time I've done that. Not this today, but it's like, what? That didn't look like I picked it up, but apparently I did pick it up. Ooh, yeah. You are holding a grass block. And you're probably going to place in the worst imaginable place possible, but whatever. Wait, what the hell? Oh god, yeah, it goes weirdly here, doesn't it? It kind of goes inwards over here, and then back outwards and over around here-ish. And so technically, oh god, this area is complicated. This area is so complicated. So technically, is this part of it? It is barely, apparently. Barely. Oh. Okay. there we go. We've flattened it a bit more now. And I need to create clearer boundaries, honestly. I sounded like I said that as if I was done. I'm really not. I'm nowhere near done. I mean, good job. Not much time has passed. Maybe, probably. Who knows? Anyway, this week's been a very weird one. And it's like, have things gone well? Have things not? Have things gone to plan? Have they also not? I was going to be really careful around this sort of junction section down there. Like, it would help if it would rain, actually, whilst I'm trying to do this. That would be a good point for it to rain. Otherwise, it's just annoying when it's raining. Like, honestly, it does actually, there is a small use for rain. It's like, you can actually tell where the blocks kind of block things, or where the rain doesn't go, you can tell where the blocks above it would have been blocked. I can't think of a better way to word that, but there should be a better way to word that, and it's just not coming to mind, so there we go. Yeah, God, there is so much that I want to do on this world, and it's not half taking a while. I mean, yeah, it's still not the end of the year yet. Like, it still hasn't quite taken me a year to do this, but it's still... we're probably closing a quarter at minimum, probably, of this done, so... You know what, a quarter in a couple months is not bad. Actually, it's probably like more 3-4 months, so it might end up taking like an entire year to do this project again. So that'll be fun when we, this time next year when we finally, not this time next year, but like December, not December, maybe October next year when we're like, woo, we've finally done the Sky project, now we can move on to whatever project that I've forgotten about. Because we just took an entire year to do this Sky Island. Also, is my inventory full? It is actually full this time. I'm not just going crazy. That's good to know. Bruh, leave me alone. Bruh. Whoa, I'm so glad I put water at the bottom there. Oh, I got a bit of a scare out of that. So yeah, it's fine. Skeleton is just being annoying. And then it was like, nope, I'm knocking you down a hole. That was smart on the skeleton's end and really scary on my end. That, yeah, I was like, oh my god. Wait, it was kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna fall onto this part. Wait, what? No, I'm gonna keep on falling, Oh god, I'm falling down that hole, aren't I? And then it was like... And then I didn't, and then I was just like, oh my god, just water at the bottom, we're fine. Didn't scare me for long then, though. Oh, it still scared me. Oh, why is it always you skeletons with your shiny bows? Like, always, it's just, well, there's also creepers, spiders, and zombies that also do that, but it's always just the skeletons. I really need to light this area up. Is that something I should do? No, let's keep digging. We'll light it up next time, whenever next time will be. Maybe it might be in 2 weeks' time, like I thought I was going to do something else today, but apparently I didn't end up. Oh, I don't know. It's a thing. Oh gosh. Oh, it's another skeleton. I thought. Another skeleton? Is that what you call a skeleton? It begins with an S. I was close enough. Spider. Spider. That was another spider was there. Ah, that was... I thought it was the Enderman. I was like, oh my god, no. The Enderman was just peacefully... We were just peacefully vibing together. Oh no, never mind. It was just another spider. Okay, let's... First one. I've got another 300 blocks before I should be worried. You know what, 300 blocks is not a lot sometimes, so let's just be worried now and be very careful about how we use this shovel now. Because we're going to need to top it up at some point. That was actually just like 30 blocks or so. So that wasn't very much. Oh, that's another layer. The Enderman. The Enderman. I was like, that's another layer. No, not quite. It's not. That layer was not done. So it's like, if you're gonna. It's like, it looks like he's helping me, and then he just like places it back down. And he's really not helping me. Like, it's like you just get random blocks across your world. It's really annoying. It's like block by block, the Enderman just destroys everything you've ever done. Just block by block. Maybe not everything. I think certain blocks don't work. But barring that, it's just everything you've ever done. So yeah. Also, these are creeper holes that have exploded like 20 times. Or 20 creepers that just ended up exploding right in my face. I was like, oh god. Oh, not the creepers. You can probably find a clip of me doing something along the lines of that. Also, is there a sand there? It was the Enderman, wasn't it? Anything mysterious? Why is there this just random block in the way? Oh, it was the Enderman. I mean, no other explanation. Just the Enderman. So, you know what? I mean, you're probably seeing us and going, oh, you're just destroying my entire world here. And I'm like, yeah, sure, dude. But, so, you know what, fair enough, he's trying to put it black, but I can't speak. Oh, I can't pronunciate words. I say pronunciate. No, what? I say it weirdly when I'm not thinking about it, but when I'm thinking about it, I just say it. Pronunciate. There we go. Pronunciate. I don't know why that's a word. Why? I don't know why I've pronounced it like that. Or so, you know, it's not something that I've necessarily been taught. So who knows? What? That can't have been the witch that hit me. It must have been. What? There's a skeleton there. He's not even looking at me. It's just a. What? Yeah, I'm gonna avoid all of your things. Also, you stop taking damage now. Goodness gracious me. See, once you've hit a witch, especially with. I was just about to say you're safe. We were safe after we've hit a witch with fire aspect. When she threw a poison potion at me just before she started drinking. Like, I didn't even see it coming. Like, okay. I don't know if poison is a weird one. It's like one of the most deadly things, but it's also one of the safest. Why are there so many witches? I've never had so many witches recently. Right, leave me alone. I can't even tell what's hitting me and what's not anymore. Let's go get this repaired, shall we? At least we did some digging. At least we made some progress. That's a good start, isn't it? God, what are you? Oh, come on. I don't know where I'm going, but there's just a. I'm sorry, you're a risk. I'm gonna have to kill you. Even if you might come from my village, which I really hope you haven't. I don't know how you would have gotten those golden boots, though, so. Can you get a villager to wear golden boots because you've. Actually, what happens if a zombie villager is wearing armor, and then you convert it into a villager? You resurrect it, whatever you might want to call it. I don't know. God, okay, right. Let's put all of this away. Oh yeah, I forgot. I've completely run out of storage. Well, not completely, but I have mostly run out of storage. 2 sand, just random 2 sand. Why am I over here? That's not even what I wanted to do. It's... Oh, bruh, I just, oh, reason. I didn't even want to come over here. I thought, oh, that was... I wanted to go repair my... Oh, that's clever. That is really clever of me. I wanted to go to the spider farm, not the thingy. Children's still quite a nice build, even though it still didn't manage to work out in the end. Like, that's not how I wanted it to work out. Like, but it still looks nice. Like, I wanted the spiders to come out of it, but that's just not something that's really going to happen. 1, we're too far away from the spawner. 2, how do you push mobs up? How do you push them over and up? It's like, that's the whole complicated part, especially spiders. Maybe other mobs are a little bit easier, but not really. You kind of need to do weird things with it that they kind of somehow, I think, might have patched one of the old methods that worked, and so you needed to do weird things with the other ones. I don't know. It's not a very efficient method anyway. Anyway, it's 1:45 now, so I'm gonna give it a few... Oh, I'm not even repairing my shovel, damn. You know what, this stream didn't quite turn out how I expected it to, but oh well. Oh well, I say. Because I'm probably going to leave it up soon, because this might be the last we see. You know what we're going to do? We're going to repair this shovel, we're going to do one more layer, and we're going to leave it there. Unless, of course, it hits 5 o'clock, and then that's like, I don't know why, it's just a limit to me, 5 o'clock. I could technically go past it if I wanted to, but it's just a limit there. So, you know, oh well. I mean, I was late, so there is a reason for me to go longer. I think we haven't even reached 2 hours yet. Yeesh, I started late. Yeesh, I started late. But you know what? Yeah, it's fine. We had an hour less. Oh well. Oh well, I say. It's probably going to take me to just over 2 hours doing this, so... You know what? That's a few more minutes that we've got doing absolutely nothing other than me trying to fill in things with filler. I mean, you know what? The art of stream isn't necessarily to inform and say meaningful things, but is to like actually say, I don't know, stuff. I'm just gonna do this because I've broken something now, not completely, but a little bit. Right, where's me axe? Can I reach there? Not quite. God, oh my god, this was a mistake. Why did I have to? Wait, first of all, what are you doing there? Bruh, die. Right, second of all, everyone else is behaving normally apart from you. Get back down there, and then we can go to... Oh, wait! Hey! Hey! Wait! Right, I've got to stop them, like, showing them myself to them before I die again. I've had enough annoyances with these spiders before. I've literally just redesigned this so many times, and like, well, it's like 2 or 3 times. I haven't completely redesigned it, but like, god, those are a few streams that just constantly getting hit by spiders and spiders and spiders and more spiders, and just having to box myself up for a few minutes every so often. is always a fun one. Gotta tell you, where is everyone? I say everyone, I mean all the spiders. I mean, I could decorate this room a bit nicer if I wanted to, but I can't really be bothered to. It's not that important. Just somewhere you go if you want a bit of XP sometimes. And so I want a bit of XP, and I don't really care what the room looks like. It's the above ground that I do care about what it looks like, because that's what you're going to be seeing most of the time. So, you know what? There we go. Yeah, what are we doing? Who knows? Did I start at 10 to almost exactly? Oh, that's nice. Probably not almost exactly, it's probably like almost 51. You know what, you could probably say almost exactly to anything. Like, you just round up on that. It's like almost exactly. Almost. But not really. It wasn't really almost. It's just that I just decided to say that for whatever reason I wanted to. Was there even what? What are this? Where were this? Have I? Oh no! Has the water been messed up or something? I didn't even check that everything looked normal and good and fine. I just went, that's probably fine. You shouldn't be climbing. Where's the other one? No, I do have 2 fences. Huh. Right, is that sorted out? Yeah, looking at it now, actually, the water seems too high. God damn. The water's too high. I'm gonna have to fix this. Oh dear. I broke it. I'm gonna have to fix this. Yeah, thanks, spider. Oh god, they're all falling from above. Ah! What do? Do I have to... Has that fixed it? Does that look normal now? They all seem to be flowing normally, so that's good. So I'm just going to kill them like this, even though before I die. Let's eat bread, shall we, before I die. It's an interesting thing, even though they do give you poison, they still hit you and deal damage when they hit you, so they still will kill you. So they are pretty deadly spiders. Even if the poison won't kill you, they will. God, leave me alone, jeez. Oh, yeah, of course, because I'm even while swimming. Oh, I'm so low. Let's really... Why did I decide... I just had to do this, didn't I? I just had to switch that trapdoor over. Okay, well, remind me never to do that again. Right, I need more saturation. Come on. Come on, let me swim. There we go. Right, it's letting me swim now, so can I mine this? And then... we can place that there. Not there. Place this cobblestone wall by... Damn it, you're in the way, you idiot. Damn it, you got in the way just at the perfect moment to... Can I have that block back? Okay, you can die from my thorns, that's fine. I'll take that. Now that looks normal again, let's go. Gee, that... I flipped one trapdoor and broke it all. That is... just... Oh, no, 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 no. Please say that's not ruined it again. Please, God, say that's not ruined it again. It's ruined it again. What the flip? So this didn't quite turn out how I wanted it to. I'm sorry, but did you want to fix yourself? Oh my god. They're all gonna jump on me. Look at them, look at them. They're fighting to jump on me. Right, let's... I had fun doing this spinny stuff. Oh god. I'm gonna eat. I can't tell what's hitting me anymore. Right, let's... Finally, right, that's fixed. I can grab that. Place that, not there, there. Oh my god, I'm so low. Oh my god. Oh, please don't die, please don't die, please don't die, please don't die. Oh my god. Maybe I should wait a little bit longer before I do anything. Oh god. Why is this block not filled in? Really? I... I swear that's broken it now. How the hell did it I have it before? Was it there and there or something? But why won't these blocks want to flow by there? Flow? Why won't you flow? Hey, it's working again. Maybe. Hopefully. God, that was... Right. Oi, you just had to spawn at that moment, didn't you? Hello there. Right, let's mine this. And go like... So, just before the spiders come back. Right. Let's not overflow this now. I never want to touch this again. Maybe we won't be mining one last layer. Maybe we won't. Oh, it didn't overflow. That's a good sign. That's a good start. Oh, hopefully everything is working now, as it should. Oh, that's okay. I'm never flipping that trapdoor ever again. I'm never flipping that trapdoor ever again. Oh, good gracious. So, you know what? We are going to do that one final layer. It's just going to have to be a bit longer than I anticipated for the stream. But you know what? That's fine. We'll do that. It's fine. How much is on here? 509. We'll get a little bit more XP. We'll get a little bit more XP, and then we'll be fine. Okay, yeah, that's something. No! No! No, I just did it again, what the hell? Oh my god. Did I actually just do it again? Right, let's put those back. Let's flip that over. Let's go like by here. Okay, right. Right. Okay. That was an easier fix than before. god, why did I just flip it again? That was actually the dumbest thing I've ever done. Oh my god. After all that, I just did it again. Like, bruh. Oh god. I'm so glad that was just a quick and simple fix. Because god, what I would have done otherwise. It probably would have just stayed there, to be honest, so, you know. Come on then. Let's get this XP. Please. Nice. We'll get 550. Fine, we'll only get 550 because this is causing more trouble than it's worth at this point. So let's do that, shall we? What? There's no. I can't really think of a whole ton more for me to think about. What to do or whatever. So we'll just sit here. And do something. Why? Those two were broken before, and now somehow that one's broken. What? Huh, that's a weird one. That is a truly weird one. Anyway, I'm gonna wait. NBT 3 tags, what does it have? Can I, like, do /data get? I mean, I don't think the /data command is available to me. Are commands available to me / They are, actually. I can No, I can / game mode. I can actually. Oh my god, I'm not going to do that though. It's because I'm server owner, server moderator. I don't think I've ever actually touched it before. The only thing I've done is de-opt and opt myself, basically. How did I opt myself after de-opping myself? Well, I simply went to the server and went op, because the server is always operator. I mean, if somehow the server wasn't an operator, I'm not sure. I don't think anyone would be, really. Because I could accidentally de-opt yourself. Yeah, that's a fun fact. You can actually de-opt yourself. Yep. Not OP, but operator. There's literally I can go de-op me, watch it, boom, / help / bucket plugins. I have 0 plugins because, you know what, I'm using bucket for stuff. But you know what, I can go into the server and go op me. Yep, that's... See, I've made myself a server operator now. Yep, there we go. Not sure what the purpose of that was, but there wasn't really much of one, was there? Right. It's got 623. I got 100 extra from that, and I was not expecting to get 100 extra from that. I only set 50, so, or a goal of 50. So you know what? We'll go for that. Let's go. Let's go do this layer, shall we? That was like way more trouble than it was worth. Like, gee. Like, there's like 3 black sheep and a pig just down there for whatever reason. That is something. I swear this Enderman is trying to give me a jump scare, just appearing out of, just like running past every so often. I mean, I know Enderman kind of do that, but like also this Enderman seems to be doing it more than usual. It's, yeah, something. Or perhaps I'm just more aware of my... Oh! Okay. Okay. Oh no! He killed the sheep! Oh... He killed the sheep! Oh my god! You know what? Rip sheep. I'm sure your meat will be very tasty. I can't believe. Oh no, that was just. Oh, the poor. Oh no. Well, I'm gonna leave that hole in the ground because it's probably gonna end up remaining a hole for however long I want for it to remain a hole. Ah, no, I don't want to do that. No, just kidding. Oh, I can't believe the. Oh, I can't even. It wasn't even that funny, but it's just. Ow, what? Yeah, I just have apparently no words for that. It was not. It was that. Yeah, okay, it's not funny. It's not. But I'm still laughing anyway. Yeah, it's not funny, but I'm laughing. That's not good. There's no point in fixing it back up because I'm only gonna remove it anyway. So there we go. There we go. Right, let's finish this layer off and we can be done. We can be done. Yeah, the main thing from this stream though was really the snapshot, which was such a big thing, right? Like that is probably one of the biggest snapshots in in probably Minecraft history, right? I don't know, it's probably not, but like it's close to it anyway. Like it's like we haven't had. I think I find it interesting actually. They've done two big content releases. The first snapshot, which was right after Minecraft Live, and it was like, yep. Here's all the features we showed at Minecraft Live, which is obviously not which was a smaller deal of them, but it was still a big content drop for what we probably normally would have gotten out of a snapshot. And then the second one, right after they released all of the features. So, you know what? Not bad. Not bad at all, actually. Okay. So that is technically the layer done. We have technically finished. So let's go. Let's go. We have finally done something. Oh, we're not even like this is not even the start of the digging even. This is just getting it down to a point. So basically the top of the Sky Island is just one big flat area. What we're doing is we're digging this down so it's one big flat area, as if that was where the bottom or the top of the Sky Island was. And then we're going to dig down afterwards, roughly where this whole thing is. We've got to dig down like, I don't know, 200, or probably not 200-ish blocks, but 100-ish blocks as well as all that as well. Like, God, this is... Digging this is gonna take like 3 months to do. Probably, I am like actually, I'm over exaggerating that, but it might not actually be the case. But that is a number that should have been over exaggerated. That might be a genuine guess. I don't know. Oh, we'll just have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see, you know. But yeah, we're gonna head up now. Even though we've done that layer, I'm just digging out because sure, I'm just filling out time. We didn't quite make it to 3 hours, obviously, because I was a bit late. Well, I keep saying that, but yeah, it wasn't quite a full stream. But you know what? That's fine. We made it up, and there's a creeper chasing me in some direction. Which direction? That direction, and let's run. Oh, there's a creeper over that way too. Where's the creeper? Right, there. Oh my god, I'm trapped between creepers. Let's get to a place where I end up in a place that is not trapped between creepers. That would be a good idea. But yeah, we've made a difference. You can see that's a bit flatter now, but oh god, this is going to take forever. Oh, I'm not... Oh, this is actually going to take so long. I was like, oh, it's fine. It's just a quick dig. It'll take like a month or so. We're 2 weeks in now, and we haven't done a lot of digging. Yeah, to be fair, but that's not. Oh god, that's barely the start. You know, we're gonna take. Oh, this might take 3 months. Oh, hello. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. It's been an interesting stream for sure. Yeah. The snapshot has been released. That was pretty exciting. No, wrong scene. We've made a little bit more progress. We've done more kind of just running back and forth, trying to put things in chests, in the correct chests, or moving things from one chest to another. Would have been helpful if I had bundles or stuff like that, but you know, obviously those aren't in there, and I don't have shulker boxes because those are late game, and I'm currently, I'd say mid game, honestly, in terms of the kind of stuff I have, because I've diamond, but not great enchantments. I've decent enchantments in my armor actually, and kind of on my pickaxe and stuff, but not perfect, right? And so obviously endgame is beating Minecraft, getting netherite, you know, getting shulker boxes, all this stuff. But yeah, there we go. So that's it. It's been a while. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I've made myself. I de-opt myself and made myself operator again. That was something that I did because sure, why not? Okay, sure. Yeah, and the more I look at that, the more it looks like, oh god. I didn't even mean to make it look like that. Okay. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. I probably should have done the digging first, then made the Sky Island, but oh well. I wanted to make the Sky Island, the digging's a little bit less important. Technically. I really need to get rid of those floating trees, because those are really annoying. They are. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Hopefully next week. But we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. I cannot promise anything. So, goodbye.